This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
First down, here's Burrow. This is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game. And it's something you did not need to do.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Targets the sideline here. Crowder has it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun is Minshew. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And his kick is indeed good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, 1 half remains in the...
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation to kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big...
Touchdown, Bengals! Gerald Everett from 21 yards away. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Man open, here is Crowder. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shake it up on the play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And some strong running. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Forced out to his left.
Now Minshew has it knocked out, fumble,
and the Bengals grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the
time we have to leave the booth.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 121 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On first down, Mixon. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down. Again, it's Mixon. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running back's trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jamar Chase,
39 yards.
And the Bengals are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Now it's Crowder.
And able to get this out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
3 yards the gain there, second down. They'll drop to throw. He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll field this at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
168 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a throw here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. And the Bengals on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Burrow will throw. Quick slant caught by Chase. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. A gain of 22. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field.